What's up, guys? I hope everybody out in the YTCC is having an awesome day. Hope things are going well for you. Got another video for you today. Got quite a few different things to go over. Some really big pickups. We're going to do some pack openings, some gifts, and a tribute. So we will start out with the tribute. So Pepe, my first son, 17 years having this dog, and he had to be laid to rest this last weekend, and it was super sad, but wanted to honor him today. And so here is a card of Nolan Ryan with his dog, same color as Pepe. Of course, Pepe is much smaller than that, but got this refractor of Ryan on the ranch with his dog back in the day. But whenever it came time to get ready and he was going to be taken in, my son went in the other room and he came back, and Taylor said, "Here you go, Daddy." And he handed me something, and he knew I was sad. And someone, I think it was Mookie, asked how Taylor was doing after all this. I said, "Man, he's doing okay," but he was the one consoling me. But my wife ended up having to take him because I couldn't be there. So anyways, he's gone. But my son handed me something, and I looked at it, and he had taken a little baggie. He wrote Pepe on it, and it was some of Pepe's fur from when he was alive. And he handed me that. Said, "Here's something for you to keep, to remember Pepe." So that's about as sweet as something could possibly be. So what I did is I took this card and I just put it in a thicker holder, and this will be my tribute to Pepe card, where we got Ryan and his dog in the front, and we got the actual Pepe fur in the back, so I can kind of remember this and remember what my son did, and remember Pepe, who we had for 17 years. He was an awesome dog. Had him long before I had my real son, who was only 10 years old. Here is what I think is the last picture I took of him. He was laying out on the on his potty pad, not on his bed, but he was just laying there on his potty pad like it was a resting spot. And I snapped that shot. But he was the cutest, sweetest thing. You might have remembered him from the episode with trading some cards with Leo, his buddy, Shane's dog, back in the day. It says 8 months ago. So there's the trading with Leo Pepe episode. So that'll always be up as long as the channel is up. So there he is. But man, here's to you, Pepe. You were the best. I love that dog. Having a dog for 17 years is a long time, and you'll miss a dog like that no matter what. So wanted to just show that today, show that card thing, and kind of combine it with what my son gave me. Give Pepe a shout out. Next thing up, we got a shout out for Off-Centered Leonard, aka Off-Centered Leonard, Lenny over at Cardcast. Go subscribe to Lenny if you hadn't. He has got to be like my favorite dealer out there. He's just such an awesome dude. But he gave me this amazing note here, and it just talks about, as he's going through collections, if he finds stuff that he thinks I would like, he sent it to me, and he sure did. And just, man, cannot thank you enough, Lenny. You are such a kind person. Really appreciate it. But man, he sent some super cool stuff. Here is his info. I'm gonna get a hold of him and buy some stuff from him. Super cool. So there you go. There's Lenny's card. And he sent this Jose Cruz pin from back in the day. Super cool. I'll put that with my Ryan pin. He sent me this dandy. How about Jim Landis with the added gigantic mustache and beard. It's got a Yosemite Sam mustache going on here. Thing's like a foot long. Oh my goodness, that is just too hilarious. That is a dandy of a card. Amazing, Lenny. He sent me this awesome Jeff Bagwell Beam Team. I didn't have this. I got a million Bagwells, don't have this. That thing is sick. What a great card right there. There's the backs. They are numbered to 500. 330 of 500. You can see that it's all laser cut. You can see right through it. All those are holes. What an amazing card. Just a super cool card. But tons of stuff. Bagwell Diamond Kings. Bagwell Topps Kids. Shout out to Shane. Check out that one. Bound for Glory. Look at this O-Peachy Nolan Ryan. I love this card because it's the one that says now with Rangers, but it's on the Astros. The Topps is different than this. Here's the promo card for the Conlon collection with the big train of Ryan. This is blue in color instead of being a black border with black and white. Check this out. This card from the Astrodome. Baseball fact card. How cool is that? Talking about deadening the lively ball. Yellow ball used first time in game between Cardinals and Dodgers on August 2nd. The newest wonder indoor baseball. The famous Astrodome. And yes, it was the 8th wonder of the world. Indoor baseball for the first time. Super cool card there. We got a Bob Watson. Look at this. Look at this big text. Look at these cards, man. You got the flag. You got Tex in his hat. You got this profile, Ryan. Look at this, man. Check this thing out. Got the red, white, and blue. Nolan Ryan for president. Sitting there with his hat. Mr. President. Check this thing out. Super awesome looking hollow foil card. Field of Dreams card. I mean, just awesome stuff, man. Lenny is just amazing. Look at this Hunter Pence. Stand up. Check this thing out. Larry Durker from back in the day. It's got the Cubs on there as well. Grand Slam homer as well. But these transfer tattoos, super thin. Look at that. Larry Durker, the all-time Astro, did everything for us. Check that out. Got the Houston pennant from back in the day, the Astrodome. Got other Astros, Nolan Ryan stickers, the Astrodome in the background card. You got three different ones. You got the Jeff Bagwell prime numbers card. I actually had this in my watch list and he sent it before I could buy it. 425 is what they're numbered to. Amazing card. The Wooden Lumberjacks card. Lance Berkman refractor from 99. Another lumber card. A Nolan Nose card. Heat. Nolan Ryan. Instead of saying Bo, it's a Heat. Nolan Nose Superman card. 300 wins, 5,000 Ks, 6 no-hitters. That was before even his 7th no-hitter. They made that one. And then check this one out. Ageless Wonders. Nolan Ryan and George Foreman. I love all these old Rotor cards. I think they're amazing. This so reminds me of my childhood. Talking about their accomplishments. Super, super cool, man. Unbelievable. 41 and 30, 3.39 ERA, 2 no-hitters, 761 Ks after the age of 40. George Foreman, 24 and 1 with 22 knockouts after the age of 40. Super amazing. Absolutely love it. And then the King B. Man, King B discs. 4 different years of Nolan Ryan. And Keith Lonely Basement was just showing some of these things. These things are super cool. 4 different years of Nolan Ryan. Lenny, come on, man. You are the man. Absolutely love every little bit of that. That is just super, super awesome. Oh man, this community is so fantastic. It's just unbelievable. So thank you so much, Lenny. That's way, way too kind. Got a few awesome pickups to go over with you guys. This is amazing stuff. And then we'll have some pack openings, which I hope will be exciting. Here we go. Buyback. Bo Jackson, when he went to the White Sox, that was a big deal when he came back. Rediscover Topps Bronze. I just think it's a beautiful card. I just think it's a beautiful card. We'll put back our Pepe tribute here. And then we'll put Bo right there. He's the one that busted Ryan's lip anyways. Another beautiful buyback. We'll look at the back here. Donnie Baseball. Already shouted out Keith, but I'll do it again. Check that out. The All-Star 88, and it's got the blue 65th stamp. Matches all the blue. Yankees. What a wonderful card. I saw this, had to pick it up. I think I realized I didn't have a Donnie Baseball buyback that I can remember. I don't think I had one. And what a perfect one. That was just too awesome. So 2 amazing buybacks there. Added another one. That's kind of hard to believe I didn't have this, but that's how hard it is to get 9s in these things. But 92 Donruss Diamond King, Joe Carter. I did not have a 9 in my run. Someone put one up. I said, bam, buy it now. Got that beautiful card. Of course, he of the 92-93 Blue Jays that I loved and followed so closely back in the day in that house that I showed you guys in that one video. But that is Joe Carter Diamond King added to my Diamond King run. Super awesome. Next up, here's something different. How about a 3D dinosaur card? Dinosaurs in this household with me and my boy are huge. You got the new Jurassic movie coming out in a month. And Shane let me know about these 2015 Upper Deck cards. And there are some 3D ones. And of course we had to have the T-Rex. So I got one for myself, got one for my son. You're not going to be able to see it super good here, but it's lenticular 3D dinosaur. So that came in from ComC. Figured I would show it. And mostly because of this next card. You say, what does that have to do with baseball, Brent? What kind of channel is this? I know. How about mixing a T-Rex with Nolan Ryan? You say, what the heck are you talking about? How about 2024 wild card? Here is the back, Dynamite. And there are different dinosaurs in the backgrounds. There's all kinds of different numbering, different colors, all that kind of stuff. I got the blue, so it'll be a color match with the Rangers. This is 2 out of 5. Illumination Dynamite, like wave refractor, Nolan Ryan with the blue T-Rex. If you can't have fun with baseball card, guys, I'm just sorry for you, but baseball cards are fun. Look at this thing. It's absolutely a beautiful card, but you got this stylized artistic T-Rex in the background. You got Nolan Ryan. You just can't get any better than this for me. Couple of our favorite things in this house, dinosaurs, Jurassic stuff, and Nolan Ryan and baseball cards. So yeah, might get some flack for this, but hey, I think it's super cool. Check that out. Really cool artwork. Awesome shine. Nolan Ryan, Dynamite 2024 wild card. That is just insanely awesome if you ask me. So we got to put him out here. Let's not cover up Pepe. There we go. Let's put that one right there. Check that thing out. Super cool. Super unexpected. Most of you probably have never heard of that thing. But there's only 5 of that particular one in the world, and I got one. Next up, you've seen me get the Ryan of this, and now I picked up the Ripken. But the 89 Sportflix, you got the 2 different images of him swinging, and then you got the portrait right there. Well, I finally picked up the match print photo from the same guy. The match print photo that made that card for Sportflix in 1989. So there you go right there. That's the photo that they used to make the portrait portion of that card. So now I have the Ryan and the Ripken of this. It just stuck in my craw. I'm like, man, I can't believe I didn't buy the Ripken back when I had the chance. I just bought the Ryan because of money, but I ended up being able to go back and get the Ripken. So now I got a matching pair of 2 of my favorite guys. So that is super awesome. Next up, have something from 1977, a very rare card. It is super cool. Minor league card. It's in the set of these St. Petersburg Cardinals. Tommy Herr happens to be in the same set. So he was a pretty darn good player. But this is the rest of the bag set. But that's not why I bought it. So a little trivia here to see if you know this. Now, if you know this card, you know it. That doesn't count. If you don't know it, this might be a little bit fun. But St. Petersburg Cardinals, 1977 TCMA Limited. This thing is cool. Here's the back. And the front. Let's see if you can name this player. Florida State League St. Petersburg Cardinals from 1977. Do you know who that player is? If not, I'm about to tell you, but just wanted to give you a chance to look at it and see if you could pick it out. If you know it, of course, it's too easy. But if you don't know it, he actually did play baseball back in the day. 1977, he was playing minor league ball. But what if I told you that was the most famous agent of all time, Scott Boras? So this is a very rare card, has some pretty decent value to it. But that is a Scott Boras minor league rookie card. They are hard to come by. This one is very centered. It's not like, you know, perfect 10 or anything like that, but for a 1977 minor league team bagged set, this one's pretty darn nice. But yeah, Scott Boras has a card, and he did play baseball. So love him or hate him, most people hate him. He is a big part of baseball history, and I've always wanted to get this. Never grabbed a copy before. Went the ungraded route with that one. It looked really nice and didn't cost as much of a fortune as some of the graded ones. Couple more left. We will keep this one on the stand without the set. We'll put Mr. Boras right there. He can represent Ripken over there. Next one is super cool. Now, if you're familiar with the game of baseball, you will know this story. But Armando Galarraga got robbed of one of the very few ever perfect games in history by a bad call by an umpire at the end of the game. And it's very famous now, and of course now you'd be able to replay it and get it overturned. They should overturn it anyways and give him a perfect game, because it was. And it's a famous story because it's just so tragic. He deserved it. He earned the perfect game. Well, Leaf Metal, they made 200 of these and made them available. I did not get them off the site. I had to buy it secondhand. But they made 200 of this card, and I absolutely had to have it. This is awesome. Armando Galarraga, almost perfect. So he wrote in his own hand, almost perfect, signed it. It's got some great shine. It's him with the umpire there having the call blown, ruining his perfect game. Will be a part of baseball lore forever. But that is one of the coolest cards I have ever seen in my life. There's mine is 63 of 200. Armando Galarraga with the umpire. It's a perfect shot of both of them. Very cool card. I'm so glad they made this. I've talked about this situation with my baseball buddies so many times. So there it is. Almost perfect. What a cool idea. What a cool card. I'm very glad they made that. That is just super awesome. Just had, as soon as I knew it was coming out, I had to figure out how to get it. The last card before we open some packs is going to be a vintage card. I've been wanting this card for a long time to go with my home run record collection. This one was missing, but I never found a copy that I wanted. I found the absolute perfect copy. This thing is completely insane. 1961 Topps Roger Maris. This is going to fit perfectly in my collection of home run record cards. There's a little bit of wear right here, which is why this thing isn't graded higher on the back, but it's pretty sharp. Obviously off-centered on the back, but pretty sharp. Check this thing out. What a beautiful copy. And you say, wow, it looks like an 8. Yeah, it does. It looks like an 8. It is dead centered all 4 ways. It's ridiculous. I've never seen one. As soon as I saw it, texted a couple buddies. I'm like, I pretty much need to buy this, right? It is an SGC5. So talk about taking advantage and getting a good deal on a card that is amazing. You hold it right here. Like my boy Dylan says, I don't need a vintage baseball card to look any better than that. That is the perfect copy for me of this card. Just absolutely perfect. I am so stoked to finally have that card in my collection, and it's amazing. We'll put Roger front and center for you vintage folks. But yeah, you don't find them like that. They don't come that centered. They don't come looking like that. From right here where I'm sitting, it looks like a 10. It just looks ridiculous. It has a little bit of wear on the back. Of course, the corners aren't, razor sharp. But overall, the photo, the registration, and the centering is just craziness. It's just amazing. Last thing we got here, folks, we got 4 more of the 2024 buyback packs from the Topps Advent calendar. There was a guy selling the packs, and there was a little bit of discount if you bought all 4, so I got them. So this may be the last ones I ever have. Not going to be buying any of those huge boxes with all the packs and stuff just to get 2 packs of buybacks, but this guy was selling 4 buyback packs by themselves. They are 1 card packs again, just in case you don't remember, but we will see what buybacks we get here. This ought to be fun. Let's check it out. Let's see who we get. The fun thing about these, you don't know what year, what set. You don't know anything about what is in these packs. So it's not like opening, just a pack of 2025 Topps. You kind of know what cards you're getting. You don't even know what year, what set. It's going to be a Topps product, but it could be Stadium Club. It could be literally anything. It could be any year. It could be anybody. So it's kind of interesting because you never know anything about what you're going to pull out of here. So let's see what we got. This looks Stadium Club. Oh, Topps Chrome. We got Topps Chrome here. Mariano. Check that out. All-Star Game. Mariano Rivera. Very cool. You see you got the ornament holiday buyback stamp there. Mariano Rivera of the New York Yankees. How cool is that? Topps Chrome. That's a great shot. Very cool buyback right there. Yeah, that's neat. So that is pack number 1. Let's go for number 2, see what we get here. Oh man, we got Yankees galore happening here. How about that? Check that out. Stadium Club Celebration Derek Jeter card. Man, that's cool. Look at that. Spraying the champagne up in the air. Man, that is cool. Derek Jeter. Look at that. What a pair that is. Super, super cool. So I would say we're 2 for 2 on that deal. That is cool. And there's not a lot of these out there, so it's just pretty neat. Let's see what we get on this thing. 3rd out of 4 packs. Oh, we got a Kirby Puckett Stadium Club Members Choice from back in the day. Check it out. Look at that stamp. That is wonderful. That is super, super cool. Wow. 92 Stadium Club Members Choice gold stamp Kirby Puckett. Yeah, I like that one too. Very cool. Definitely my era. Wonderful, wonderful get right there. And then we got 1 pack left. Let's see what it's going to be. You just never know. It could literally be anything in these packs, so you don't ever know. What do we got here? It's a Bowman JD Martinez. We got a Bowman JD Martinez. There's the stamp. Check that out. 2019. So 2019 Bowman JD Martinez is the final buyback. So I would say I at least went 3 for 4 as far as I'm concerned. But there it is, guys. All my pickups, some pretty big ones. Some pretty big pickups this episode. We got the pack openings, the tribute to Pepe, and the wonderful gifts from Lenny. Thank you again, Lenny. So that's it, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching and all the nice comments and thumbs ups and everything. You guys are awesome. I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.